grub. Hi, I don't know whether, well, some of you do actually. I've got a couple of dogs. One's named Dudley and the other's Kai, and they're just completely two different characters. And you know, when I walk them, it's very strange, but somehow or other, the gospel stories come flying out at you when they get up to the things they do. And I was taking them the other day, and Kai was, he's a sheepdog by the way, and Kai was decided he was going to do his own thing. And I tried to stop him from doing it because I knew there was going to be trouble if he did it. But he decided he was going to do it anyway. And so he decided that he wanted to have a look under a bush. And that bush was made up of brambles. And of course he heads into it and gets stuck. And he can't get out. And so what he does is, the first thing he does is turn around best he can and just look at me. And I know he's asking me to get him out of there as soon as possible. And that sort of just reminded me about what we must be like for God. Because God's told us how to live and the things we need to do, and yet we are determined to go our own way. And we find ourselves getting stuck. Perhaps not in brambles, mind you I have been when I walked the dog, but we get into all sorts of problems, and we then have to turn to find out where comes my help. And it's then we look for God. And it's then he looks at us, probably shakes his head, and then puts his hand out and tries to bring us out of the problems we've got ourselves into. Kai looks at me, I think, like I look at God. The fact is, I know I mess up. I know I get stuck in the brambles, and I go and do the things I really shouldn't do. But there's a hand that comes out to me, this hand of God, knowing that I know I mess up, but as long as I learn from it, and to be fair, Kai has definitely learned from it. He has never, ever gone into brambles since. And I always think, you know, whenever we're doing things in our lives, the gospel stories just come flooding out, just flying at us and saying, look, it's all around you. Jesus is all around you. When you look at what people do, when you look what animals do, and when you look at everything around you, you just realise that in the end, we are all responsible to God. And we know that with Jesus by our side, yes, he will help us through. So as I say, like Kai looked at me when he was stuck in the brambles, I look at God and I shout help. And he shakes his head and then says, here I am, I can get you out of this. Just don't do it again. Thank you. And it's just a joy to know that you're listening. The next time I'll be live on YouTube will be on the 21st of February, 21st of May, and so I look forward to being with you then. But if you have any stories that you want to tell me about life that actually reminds you of the gospel stories, then please let me know, either via the Facebook, Instagram or YouTube. I really look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.